Hello guys, Vishnu here bringing you another Total War Warhammer replay with commentary. For today's battle we have the Proud Dowie against the Foul Vampire Counts. This was an interesting match because I played a similar match maybe one or two matches before this one, and my opponent picked a really similar army against my dwarfs like this. On that battle I picked some cannons and yeah, it was apparent that that's not gonna work against vampire counts. I mean, even the lord and the bats, the black coaches and stuff, they were all the same. So I came up with an army that I wanted to try out. It's high tier infantry in the front line. We have a bunch of slayers and a lot of gyrocopters with brimstone and gyro bombers to deal with stuff. I knew before playing this game that the bats might cause a lot of problem for me, but in all honesty I was hoping for no bats. But as you guys are seeing here, we have a flying lord and 3 bats here. So in this match I'm playing against a Zypher. He was the first player I've met that said he was a fan, and I don't know, I got kind of shy. I don't know, it's the first time, guys. So I didn't know what to say, but yeah, it was a fine I mean, it was a nice matchup, and his name Zypher is really similar to one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters, Safer. If you guys have played Final Fantasy 8, you know that guy. He was an antagonist, the main character rival. So anyways, without further ado, let's just jump into the army composition. So for my front line I have I mean, it's just a front line. So for my whole infantry here, we have 3 slayers, one of them the dragonback slayers because they have a slow, better stat. We have longbeards and longbeards with great weapon, grumbling guard, the regiment of renowned longbeards, and pickgate guard, the hammers with magical damage. For my army general I brought Grombindo, awesome lord. I mean, when he just walks into fights and has his smoke bomb popped, he's really scary. I mean, I really enjoy bringing him. So for my air force I have 3 gyrocopters with brimstone guns and gyro bomber. So yeah, let's just jump into Zypher's army. Let's see what he brought for this matchup. So his front line is a lot of zombies, 5 units of zombies in the front line. In the secondary line we have a lot of grave guards with great weapons, 4 of them to be exact. We also have 2 cairn wraiths, 3 units of fellbats, and 2 black coaches. So dwarf infantry blender. A lot of this army is really good against dwarfs here. And for vampire counts general, we have Lamian Vampire Lord with seduction, lightning reflexes, penumbral pendulum, raised dead, invocation of Nehek, pestilent breath, and curse of undead. So everything I see here is really good, and yeah, let's just jump into the gameplay and see what's gonna happen here. So as soon as I see the bats, I know I'm in trouble. So the first thing that comes to my mind is to just try to avoid them with some of the gyros, and with the other ones try to go around and go after the only large target you can find here, which are these black coaches. These guys are really good. I mean, if you have seen gyro bombers, their range attack has suppression, which means they're gonna slow the units that they're hitting by 36%, which is a lot, especially when you're playing as dwarf. So yeah, excuse me guys. So I'm trying to catch these guys, but the bats are coming to intercept, and when they do, it's gonna be a real problem for me. So as soon as I see that, I just charge into the zombies, and I was hoping that Zypher is gonna bring his bats down, because that's the only way I can save these guys. Otherwise I have to just sacrifice each one while the other ones are doing the damage. So Grombindel uses this flash bomb here, slowing the poor black coach to 22 speed. Now he's gonna destroy it, because there are a lot of infantry here as well. I'm not sure why I didn't use the slayers to pile in sooner. I've done it now, but yeah, before that I really needed to catch these guys before they're gonna it's the black coach before it's gonna move out. So as I said, peak gate guard have magical damage, so I just take them off of this battle and try to move them into the cane race here. So yeah, they're gonna do fine here. This was a surprising move, the pendulum going down, and I'm gonna talk about it now. By the way, guys, if you press spacebar, you can see the units and you can line up your abilities better here. So I was able to get these gyrocopters out, and with the slayers slowing down the poor Lamian vampire lord, and a lot of firepower going down, and even Grombindel joining in. The poor vampire lady is done. She's gonna die here. Even the healing, if it wouldn't have calmed down, it wouldn't have been enough. Yeah, this is devastating. So we're able to get rid of the enemy lord, which is really important here, especially when you're playing against vampire counts, because yeah, the healing is really important part of the battle here. I didn't have flash bomb for the vampire lord, but right now I think it's kind of coming off of cooldown, which is really important. Now that I've dealt with all of the large units in the opponent's army, I just need to kill the infantry, and that's gonna happen with gyro bombers and gyrocopters with their bomb dropping. Look at this. I'm gonna come into on top of the grave guards here and then drop some bombs. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it again or not, but yeah. Black coach has been caught into the flash bomb radius. Now Grombindel is coming really close here. Now gyro bombers are also shooting at the black coach, but my opponent wisely dodges that, and as soon as the debuffs wears out, it comes to its own army, between its own army, so it doesn't get singled out by Grombindel. So right here now, the only large unit remaining is this one, so I'm bringing my gyrocopters and gyro bombers here. Look at the speed. The suppression is doing its thing. Grombindel is not going to be able to catch it, so I'm just gonna move away from that, because yeah, the gyrocopters are gonna finish it off fast enough. So now I'm going after crane rates with my magical damage here. The 8 peak guards are here, gate guards, not 8 peak guards, and with Grombindel here as well, we're able to finish the undead army here. So really fun battle. GG to my opponent, Zypher. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm not sure if it's Zypher or I don't even know how what's the other way to pronounce it. But GG, really competitive army. There were some mistakes, but it's understandable. I mean, charging your bats into the gyrocopters is a natural thing to do. It's but you have to be careful about when your opponent is gonna move his flying units into the ground units, and yeah, it's gonna cause a real problem. If I was playing as this army, I would have sent the bats after the gyrocopters as soon as possible. I would have kept my army back, sent the bats and the vampire lord to deal with them, and after that I would have engaged with my infantry. But GG here. Let's see how our units did. Grombindel, 3k damage dealt, 700 damage value. Nothing special there, but he was able to kill one of the black coaches, so I'm happy about that. The infantry, I think they all did fine. A lot of them did. The slayers did really good, not this one, but these two paid for themselves. 8 peak guard, doing great, but they were against anti-infantry armor piercing, so understandable. And the MVPs here are gyrocopters and the gyro bomber. So for my opponent here, 800 damage value, 5 units of zombies, didn't do much, but they're not supposed to do anything, they're supposed to hold. The Graveguard though, this one did really well. The bats doing okay, and the black coaches as well. So yeah, I really like the undead army here. I just think with a little bit of precision on your attacks and paying attention to microing the flying units, this would have been a really tougher match for me. So yeah, that's it for this battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe. It would really help me and my channel grow. I upload videos daily, so stay tuned for that as well. And yeah, I have a Discord server, and I have a Twitter account for my gaming channel as well. If you guys want to follow, I'm gonna start using it more. And yeah, that's it. GG to Zypher, and yeah, catch y'all later. Bye.